I'm working with Mykle, Coyne, and Spenser today. Mykle, our photographer, had the idea to play with movement using some fabric, and I wanted some new beauty stuff, so we pulled together a quick shoot. For our first look, I'm keeping everything light and fresh. I'm using really soft pinks, mauves, and pale shimmers to add some color and a little dimension to Spenser's eyes. I'm using a really sheer and light foundation to even out her skin. A little concealer is going just where she needs it to add a little more coverage and to even out any redness. For brows, I'm using a light taupe shadow to fill them in and a matching pencil to define them. A brush with a little bit of foundation will refine and detail the shape a little bit more. I'm also going to throw in a little bit of brow gel just to keep everything in place. Next, I'm using a soft pink cream blush to add a sheer wash of color to her cheeks. I'm highlighting her face to give her skin a little more of a dewy, glowing look, so I'm adding a light shimmer to the cheekbones, Cupid's bow, along the high points of her face, and in the inner corners of her eyes. For lips, I'm keeping it simple and just using a really sheer, light shimmery lipstick. I wanted a messy updo for this first look, so I'm backcombing her hair for volume and twisting some pieces of hair and throwing in some braids, and I'm just pinning her hair up and playing with it until I get a shape that I'm happy with. For our second shot, I'm just adding more of the same pinks and layering them on to give her eyes a slightly stronger look. For our last look, I'm smudging in some black shadow in her crease and lash line, and there wasn't much of a plan for this one, but I'm kind of loving how it took on a 60s vibe while I was adding the black in.
I was reading the other day about like what's going on in South Korea.
What's happening in South Korea?
It's crazy. It's like $90 for
Like full on.
for like a nose job or something.
We're going to South Korea.
Yeah, so there's like
I'd go to North Korea for those prices. Yeah, I'd cross the demilitarization zone for a cheap nose job.